The Southern Harm, this time the Memphis, Tennessee edition. Memphis 901 FC, they punched their playoff ticket, but they want more. Birmingham Legion is hoping to punch their ticket soon. They'll have to go through Memphis to do it. A great matchup. Coming up next, it's USL Championship Soccer. Good evening, everyone. Well, the calendar says it's fall, but it's 88 degrees in Memphis, and not only is it hot temperature-wise, but the atmosphere is heating up. Memphis and Birmingham, two teams looking to punch their ticket to a better destiny in the Eastern Conference. They collide tonight, along with the coach, Enda Crayon. I'm Tim Van Horn. Welcome to AutoZone Park, and Enda, Stephen Glass, first-year head coach for Memphis 901 FC. They've punched their ticket, but they want more. Birmingham, they need wins because they just need to get into the dance. A lot of implications tonight.
Yeah, obviously momentum as well for Stephen and his group, so they want to keep, pushing up the table, get that home match, and then Birmingham chasing, looking to gain points. So it's a fascinating contest when you have someone chasing and obviously trying to get a home match as well. So it's going to be a massive match tonight. And
you already have the geographical rivalry, the derby, as they say, but with these added implications, you can expect the intensity to continue. I spoke with Stephen Glass earlier this week, and you can pretty much count on it's going to be as it was, 90 minutes, fast-paced, furious, and of course Tommy Sohn, no stranger to the playoffs. He wants back in, and he's going to try to spoil the party for Memphis tonight. And let's talk about who could spoil the party for Birmingham Legion, and of course that is Nico Brett, who's again having another fantastic year. Yeah, Nico Brett, the Jamaican, 11 goals this season. He has pace, he has power. He's going to be a handful up there. He can drift wide, he can go at you. He's just got a lot of difficult tools that they're going to have to deal with tonight. And again, if Memphis is going to get the result, they're really going to have to stop this man with his pace and power. Nico Brett is terrific, and he has a lot of weapons. You see in the upper right-hand corner, you see Enzo Martinez there. He can score goals. He's also good on the assists as well. Very well-rounded team, and we'll have that complete lineup in just a moment. But let's talk about Memphis 901 FC, who boasts the player of the week for the USL Championship, and that is Rodrigo da Costa. Yeah, what an addition he's been to Memphis since he's arrived here. 14 goals. He's just, silky, flashy. He can finish, he can set up, left foot to die for, can hold it up, bring people into play. He is massive for this group, and another massive night for him if Memphis is going to get the result. Yeah, 14 goals, 3 assists. He's within a shout of the Golden Boot, and asking Stephen Glass if he would be happy for that. He's like, sure, let him score as many goals as he wants to, and hopefully he'll do so tonight. Birmingham Legion in town against Memphis. It's an Eastern Conference rivalry. Playoff implications on the table, lineups, the coaches, and kickoff coming up next with the USL Championship.
At Junk Luggers, our commitment to donating and recycling is a founding principle. We're a locally owned business, striving to keep all reusable items out of landfills by 2025. While quality customer service, respectful team members, and competitive pricing are all industry standards, we stand out by donating and recycling whenever possible.
First South has the best rates in town on CDs and IRAs. Guaranteed. In fact, if your local bank has a better rate, we'll beat it. When you open a CD or IRA with us, you'll also be banking with one of the strongest institutions in the nation. Now is the time to invest in your future. Stop by any of our banking centers or visit firstsouth.com to get started and experience how we're leading the way with strength, stability, and service. First South Financial. Banking with friends since 1957.
Consumer investigator Andy Wise here. I'm talking with longtime customers about why they love the Shot Nurse. What do you love about the Shot Nurse?
Because of my work, I have to get a lot of vaccines for travel, and the Shot Nurse always has everything I need, and I don't need an appointment. I love it.
For efficient wellness and immunization services, the Shot Nurse is your wise choice.
Solutions you need with the personal touch. The Shot Nurse.
Bad Boy Mowers. Born here, raised here, tested here, and proven here. with advanced engineering and power, a groundbreaking 3-link suspension, and personalized settings built for here, the fields, front lawns, and backyards of America. Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
And welcome back to AutoZone Park, the guitar smash. I would say no guitars were harmed, but as you can see, yes, a guitar has been harmed tonight. It is a tradition as part of Southern Harm and every home match here at AutoZone Park. Here's how the visiting Birmingham Legion FC will line up. Trevor Spangenberg will be in goal tonight. 3 across the back, Alex Cronali, also Moses Mensah. You see Mikey Lopez, Prosper Kasim. Nico Brett, number 11, he will be one to watch, as well as Juan Agadello, Tommy Sohn, the head coach. And for Memphis 901 FC tonight, despite Richard Sanchez's acquisition, it will be Drew Romig in goal with Turchi and Malloy anchoring the back. You'll see Peters, McFadden, Ward, and Cariaga. They'll be roaming up and down the wings, helping out Kelly DaCosta, and of course, Luis Fernando, Stephen Glass, the head coach. And we are set to go here from AutoZone Park. Birmingham Legion will be in red, and Memphis, of course, in their dark blues tonight. And it's a warm evening, and I know we kick off October tomorrow, but it doesn't feel like we've kicked off fall. We have kicked off this match, though. We are underway in Memphis, and a strong header by Turchi. Finally settled down by Birmingham Legion. Good pressure by Jeremy Kelly, but still maintained by Birmingham. Over the top, here's Nico Brett early on. That's from an acute angle. Doesn't have much of a chance there. That is blocked by Lucas Turchi, but he did have an opportunity here in the opening 30 seconds of the match. Now a ball gets away from Leston Paul. Now Juan Agadello is being jostled by Cariaga. That ball still alive. And now we're going to have an offside whistle finally. And a breathless first 40 seconds. I think it's time for our first water break, Enda.
Yeah, I mean, it's... But, you know, you're going to expect this tonight here. That, I mean, you see the aggressive start there from Birmingham, just clipping balls in dangerous areas. I mean, they need the win. You know, they have to win to make the playoffs. So I think it's going to be back and forth tonight.
Yeah, there's head coach Stephen Glass, of course. The coach is brought to you by XMC. First season already in the playoffs, in the 4 spot right now. But Memphis needs to continue to win to make sure they are not nipped at the end by Louisville City. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion that Memphis and Louisville will be your 4 and 5 seeds. Yeah. The question is, who gets the first round home matchup? Memphis, of course, has that tiebreaker with a win and a draw against them this year. Here's a ball chipped over the top. Akeem Warnick for Cariaga. Onside, and Spangenberg alertly comes crashing out to the top of his box to retrieve. And an anxious moment there for Birmingham as Akeem Ward sends one over the top, and a signal of intent for Memphis 901 FC. So the playoff picture still not set in stone, but the good news is good for Memphis. It can get much better. And Birmingham's sitting good, but they still have a couple of clubs chasing them. They've got Indy 11, Tulsa's back there too. You've got Detroit City. So both of these clubs still have work to do, and that's why I think you won't see a night off from either team. No, this is going to be back and forth for sure. And we see the intent with Cariaga trying to get in the box as well from the central area. So it's going to be a tough one tonight, and I think it's really going to be a great football match tonight. Lucas Turchi over to Leston Paul. The captain skips through the midfield to Cariaga, top of the box, but that's stripped away nicely by Alex Cronali. He's stuck in the corner. He's able to find a little relief along the left wing, and now it's a foot race. And for Turchi, he's the winner of that, and that will skip all the way back to Drew Romig. Romig with a quick pass and a one-touch from Malloy back to Turchi with his back to up the pitch, which can be a dangerous position, but he does find a way to scoop it up and out to midfield. Now Cariaga to Aiden McFadden. He loves to run the wing. There's a one-touch from Cariaga. That is well sniffed out, though. And now we have an offside flag that will be up. High line played by Memphis. Well done. Good discipline. Second offside here in the first 3.5 minutes for Birmingham. And this has been the MO of not just 901 FC, but the visiting clubs as well. And there's a look at Tommy Sohn, who has just done a fantastic job year in and year out with Birmingham. They've got great support there, like they do here in Memphis. Great fans. He's got a great staff and always gets the most out of his players. He's one of the best in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Year in, year out, they're always pushing, so it's a sign of a good club.
There's Prosper Kasim. He'll cut across the middle away from Aaron Malloy, but then turns back into a double team, but he does have a release. And now Cronali all the way back to Spangenberg, who's long been the deputy for Matt Van Ogle. He's now getting his moment of sun, but Spangenberg has had plenty of minutes. He's no newbie, that's for sure.
Yeah, had a good game in the game a few weeks ago in Birmingham.
And now Enzo Martinez with the left-footed volley. Now it's a foot race. Who's going to win there? Oh, and fortunately for Memphis 901 FC, it was Aiden McFadden, but he had Preston Tabert Ataka on his back, and now we've got a foul. Or that may simply be a throw, and it'll be a restart. It'll be a foul, middle of the pitch. And there's a look at Leston Paul. And Leston, you know, he started the season with injuries. And he's played really some of his most energetic, some of his best soccer in the last few weeks. He's 33. I think he's 33. He might be a little bit older. He gives me a different number every time I talk to him. He might be 27. We don't know. Maybe 41. But there's one thing he does is at the end of the night, his kit's going to be dirty. His boots are going to be dirty. He's going to give you everything. And he's back to his old self again. Yeah, he's been fantastic since coming back from injury. I mean, like you said, he's a workhorse in the middle of the pitch with Aaron Malloy as well. So, he just brings a little bit of stability to the center of the pitch, and I think we always perform better when he is in there. Agadello settles down for Moses Mensah. Now Agadello down the line. Inside the box, now cutting across. There's a layoff for Agadello. His first touch fails him, and that gives Malloy just enough time to come in for the 50-50 ball. And now Memphis will simply send it route one to just release some pressure and reset their lines. That's taken down by Kavita. And both clubs showing they are not shy about going for the lightning quick strike. Build-up has not been much of the vocabulary.
No.
There's a big cross by Prosper Kasim. Looks like that one will stay in for Tabert Ataka. He goes along the end line, stood up by McFadden, who got it last. It looks like they're going to say McFadden. The referee says Aiden McFadden got the last touch, so that's going to be a corner kick for Birmingham Legion. The referee tonight is Alejo Kalume. The assistants Ethan Bedge and also Eric Del Rosario, and Muhammad Hussan is the fourth official tonight. There's a look at our referee tonight, Alejo Kalume. First corner kick of the night, Enzo Martinez with an in-swinger, headed away by Turchi. Referee's going to call a push off there, but it's not a bad ball. Hey, listen, you're a head coach. You like that in-swinger inside the six that comes in hard,
Yeah,
right?
That's a tough ball. You see it goes over the front post, person who's Aaron Malloy. It's a very difficult ball. Turchi deals with it, but that is a difficult ball. That's great delivery, loads of pace on it. Yeah, I love that one.
Moses Mensah, naughty.
Yeah, I mean,
bumping into the keeper. Nothing malicious, but if you can get away with it, that's a good screen. And
the intent is there tonight. You can see from them they're eager to get 3 points here in Memphis.
Have you ever coached a goalkeeper that loves corner kicks?
No, I don't think there's ever. Some are obviously better than others, but
well settled down by Turchi. Lucas Turchi will send this all the way back into the Birmingham half. There's a ball on the ground. Good diagonal run by Enzo Martinez and Leston Paul. Tangled up, but no foul. Good cut back by Martinez. Will there be a hold call? Let's see what's going to happen here as the referee now comes over. The assistant will call the foul back about 10 seconds prior on Leston Paul.
Yeah, definitely a foul. And you see the minute Birmingham picked the ball up in the middle of the park, Enzo's run is across the back four, trying to drag the players and create an option for himself. And, we've already seen that tonight. Diagonal balls first time in behind. Difficult to deal with, Tim.
very much a glorified corner kick here. This is about 17 yards off of the end line. It's wide, but it's enough where Enzo Martinez or Prosper Kasim could have a go at this. Kasim the more likely. Somebody got a piece of it, most likely Drew Romig, and that'll be enough for the second corner kick of the night for Birmingham Legion.
Yeah, very, very good ball. Left-footed, whipped, absolutely whipped with pace on it. And it's Drew, yeah.
Strong.
Just flicks it away, yeah.
Strong two hands by Drew Romig, who has a veteran that has come in. He has earned his starting spot tonight. Here's an in-swinger. Oh, Romig has to cover up as that ball was tantalizingly loose, if only for half a second, but Romig pounces quickly. But as we mentioned, Richard Sanchez has come in from Hartford, who has plenty of experience. Here's another look at that, Enda.
Ooh, he's lucky. He's a lucky boy.
Yeah, Juan Agudelo was hopeful and a bit disappointed. Good shoulder challenge by Luis Fernando. Fernando dispossesses, and now he'll switch to Akeem Ward, or at least hope so. And now Enzo Martinez comes flying in and settles down. Here's Birmingham over the top again. A strong run by Nico Brett. He is onside. Centering ball, first touch. Nobody home except for Aiden McFadden. It's a great idea for Birmingham if somebody comes screaming along the back post.
Yeah, another great ball and another great run. I mean, it's difficult to deal with. We saw San Antonio earlier in the year do it. Basically, I think they do it every week, and it's effective if you have that pace up high and the ability to unbalance that back four.
Now Memphis pinging it around the back for just a moment, maybe catching a breather, giving the fans at least a moment or two to settle in with the barbecue nachos. Here's Aiden McFadden. Now Leston Paul tries to go over the top. He's looking for Jeremy Kelly. That is nicely headed away, and now Birmingham Legion will try to break the other way. They don't have numbers, but they do have space. And now there's a collision at midfield. Akeem Ward goes down. Prosper Kasim goes down.
It just looks like they got tangled up, or he might have blocked the actual pass. And maybe one kicked the other, maybe.
Yeah, here's another look. I think Akeem is going for the ball.
Yeah, he's
and he does get Prosper Kasim, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
And now Enda and the referee having an extended conversation.
Yeah. Ward is claiming his innocence, as you do.
It's a long chat as if he had had a yellow card.
He's catching up, you know.
And now the restart. Over to the far side. There's a takedown by Malloy, and that's going to be in a very dangerous spot. And Aaron Malloy will go into the book here in the 13th minute.
Malloy just lifted him off the ground.
Yellow card in the 13th minute. Memphis might want to see number 6, Aaron Malloy.
This is early yellow cards, Tim. I mean, it's, you know, oh, yeah, that is a brutal tackle. Just mistimes it absolutely completely.
I have nothing to add. I think the aye pretty much said it all.
Yeah, that was just a brutal tackle. It's early for these yellows as well, you know. It's a long match.
All right, so about 25 yards out, and this is nearly dead center of goal. Nico Brett is standing over this. Prosper Kasim has a strong left foot. He could get involved in this as well.
Yeah, this is It's dangerous.
Memphis has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the line.
Yeah, everybody's back.
And now we've got another whistle. That's a psych. It looked like Prosper Kasim was winding up with a run. And now do we have an issue with a Birmingham player getting within inside 1 yard of the exterior of the wall? Stephen Glass seems to think so. And now they'll line it up again. You've got Nico Brett and Prosper Kasim over the ball. Nico Brett with a drive, and that is off of a 901 body. I think Leston Paul for a corner kick. Birmingham is shouting for a handball. And
Offside.
now instead we'll have an offside whistle.
It's all action.
Wow. All of that to plan, and then you end up with an offside. Memphis will go quickly. Here's another look. Couldn't tell if that was a handball or not. It's irrelevant. It was an offside.
Yeah.
That was called before anything else. And now Birmingham looks to release Nico Brett. Jelani Peters wins that header, as he does most every header.
Jelani's down hurt as well.
And now Turchi. Turchi with a good move. Memphis will play on. The referee will allow. Fernando has to stay on side. The ball is overcooked for DaCosta, and an opportunity goes begging for Memphis. And Jelani Peters is back up again.
Quality from Turchi. Great run down the center of the pitch. I thought he should have just given it to Luis Fernando, but maybe he was in an offside position, but they were living dangerously there with no centre back. Left-sided obviously down in Jelani. Glad to see he's up and okay.
It's another ball along the left wing. That's going to be overhit for a goal kick, and Memphis restarts quickly. 16th minute. You haven't missed any goals, but you've missed a lot of direct action from both clubs. Along with Inda Crayon, I am Tim Van Horn. We are in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis sitting in 4th place right now. If the playoffs were to begin today, they would be in with a home match against Louisville City. Birmingham Legion 7th right now. They are 8 points back of Memphis, and they are in a good position. They're 4 points ahead of Detroit City. If the playoffs began today, they would face Tampa Bay Rowdies. But they don't begin today.
Unfortunately.
As Natasha Bedingfield said, the rest is still unwritten. Play on, says the referee. Now here's centering ball by Prosper Kasim. Akeem Ward clears it out for a throw for Birmingham. Turchi is down now.
Both centre backs have been down at one point or the other. It's been tough for Memphis so far. Very, very direct. Birmingham either pinging it over the top, clipping it into dangerous areas, or we saw there earlier just driving at the back four.
Does the ball stay in? No, it does not. It is out for a throw in. And this isn't Memphis 901 FC's first rodeo with this type of play here at AutoZone Park, is it?
No, I mean, Hartford were very similar as well a couple of weeks ago. Just had a lot of power and pace that you got to deal with, and the game hasn't settled as well yet. You know, it's 17 minutes in. It's just been, you know, kind of helter-skelter, back and forth. You know, Memphis likes to get it down and play and switch the play. We haven't really seen much of that yet.
Here's DaCosta. He will go through traffic and looking for a Luis Fernando, and that is out for a throw-in.
Memphis have had a few chances on transition. We saw the Turchi run down the middle, but it's been like just, you know, kind of no real someone to put the foot on the ball yet and kind of settle Memphis down.
Now, Birmingham hasn't quite log-jammed it like Hartford did. But they have some speed. Here's a header over the top. Here's Nico Brett looking for Prosper Kasim. There's a left-footed drive right into the back of McFadden, and rather than go to the ground, he stays up, and that is returned by Memphis now. So we see Jeremy Kelly and Aaron Malloy.
I think Hartford probably had a little bit more pace, if that's possible. I think they were a little bit quicker. Birmingham's quick, but I don't know if they were as quick as Hartford, but it's still a similar type of play. Going back to your question there, Tim.
Oh, terrific challenge by Tabert Ataka. Stripped of the ball, no foul called. Flag stays down, and Memphis 901 FC. And there's Samuel Kariaga. And there's Ataka.
Fantastic addition to the squad, Kariaga. Is this his first start tonight?
I believe he started the last match.
Not sure, but he is a huge impact.
You know what? He did not start the last match.
Yeah, he's been a big influence off the bench.
Yeah. That is his first start.
Yeah, he's been superb. So comfortable on the football.
I was ready for that pop quiz. I just can't read my own handwriting.
You weren't ready.
I can take it and probably get a prescription at the drugstore if I wanted to. It's like, oh, hello, doctor. Oh, here's a through ball looking for DaCosta, but again, he wasn't making the diagonal. That's easy for Trevor Spangenberg. And now again, over the top. And now Aaron Malloy for Memphis 901 FC. Juan Agadello. Now dropping to Prosper Kasim. Kasim finds a bit of a wall there with Memphis, so they'll back it out and try to find another channel. Memphis essentially pressing one and occasionally two. You see DaCosta, and then you'll have a little bit of token pressure from Leston Paul and then Jeremy Kelly from time to time, but not all out pressure in the Birmingham Legion half. Now a couple of headers by Turchi, settled down by Kariaga. Good 1-2 work, and he'll maintain possession and then trips over the ball. And then maybe, do we have a foul here? We do. I think it's an ankle.
Yeah, just caught him.
And that's good officiating, because he tried to let that one breathe and finish out with an advantage, and it just didn't work out. But that's it's a foul on Birmingham Legion. There's Alex Cronali.
You see the speed he can break at as well, Kariaga. I mean, he's...
In the air for Peters. Memphis tries to settle it down. Good header by Juan Agadello. Oh, a back heel to McFadden. Now to Kariaga. Birmingham wins it back. But really no place to go. Good immediate pressure by Memphis 901 FC. And this has been a trademark of Stephen Glass's team as well. We saw this in the Ben Pierman era too. You give up the ball, you immediately get to work to limit the time of possession by your opponent.
Yeah.
And they have done well with that this year as well.
Yeah, ball's on that side of the field. You see McFadden high. Just everyone's kind of hustling to get it back. I mean, it's just a great trait to have. And we've seen it a lot this season, and obviously we saw it last season as well. So it's continued.
23rd minute, nothing separating these two clubs at the moment. 0-0 in Memphis. Now Aaron Malloy takes a bobble on the temporary grass. He's able to settle that well. Now Drew Romig will switch that over to Lucas Turchi. By the way, happy birthday weekend, Enda. 29 again.
Thank you very much. Yeah, 29 again. Yeah, keeps happening to me.
No, your college club, your college team picked up a W this weekend, didn't they?
Yeah, 2-1 win last night. Very happy for the lads. So it's always good.
Did you give them the night off? Did you let them come see Coach do his thing?
I'm sure there's a few of them out here watching tonight. They love a good match. So,
well, good for you. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
You know, and we appreciate you spending your birthday weekend here with us. You could be probably anywhere. And glad you're here in the 901 family this weekend. In fact, after the game, go upstairs to Petty Cash, get something nice for yourself. All right, let's take a look at what's happening down on near side. It is Akeem Ward, and there's a tangle. That'll be a Memphis throw-in. That was last. that was definitely last off of Jake Roof. Oh, no, they've switched that back.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be a Birmingham throw, and here come Birmingham Legion, Jelani Peters, and that's going to be off of Peters for a throw for the visitors.
Settled the game now, hasn't it? It's just kind of dropped off a little bit. It was crazy for the first 12 minutes. And
I'll be very curious to see if this referee calls for a hydration break at the 30th minute.
Yeah, interesting to see for sure.
Agadello down the line. He's being chased by Turchi. Agadello looks for help top of the box. He does have Enzo Martinez in a drive, and that is going to be right to the keeper, Drew Romig. Good sign of intent for Birmingham Legion, but the young keeper sniffs it out quite well. Couldn't tell if Enzo Martinez scuffed that. Here's another look at it. Here's another look at it, Enda.
Ah, he did. You could see kind of the sand and stuff bubble up. It's dangerous player, quality player, Enzo Martinez.
Agadello, and that's chested down by Malloy. Now McFadden able to get through Prosper Kasim. Good work to stick through that and break a little bit of the pressure off of the first pressing line. Now Cariaga is getting chased by Enzo Martinez. And Enzo, I don't like watching him play when he plays against Memphis, but I do love to watch him play because he is a complete player. He not only scores goals, but he makes everybody around him better, and statistically he adds to the assists as well.
He's a fantastic footballer, brilliant.
And the beard game is strong.
Oh, yeah, what a look he's got as well, brilliant. Brilliant all around.
Between he and Van Okel, legend. Here's Rodrigo da Costa. He's able to twirl his way out of trouble. He's got Leston Paul. Instead, leaves it for Cariaga. Now for Akeem Ward. Akeem sweeps it in, looking for a header, and that is knocked away by Moses Mensah. But Memphis maintains possession, but McFadden has returned from an offside position, and the flag rightfully goes up.
Yeah, quick thinking from Birmingham, just stepped the line.
What do you think about McFadden's arrival to Memphis?
Yeah, huge impact as well. I mean, just, you know, bombing forward all the time as a fullback. Great defender as well. Assists, picks up, scored a goal there a while back as well. I think he's been a wonderful impact as well. And these are the kind of season arrivals in different parts of the season that have kind of spurred us on a little bit when there was a little bit of a lull or a dip, you know. So massive impacts from guys like McFadden and Cariaga and those type of new players. Da Costa, I mean, I think that's been really beneficial to 901, you know.
And finally, the ball touches the ground. Good work, good bit of work of volley by foot and by head by both clubs. The skill level, and as a coach, when you have a new player, plug and play doesn't always automatically happen, does it? It comes with the culture.
Yeah, I think it's culture. Yeah, I think it's culture. Obviously, the relationship with Atlanta United with Stephen has helped to bring a guy like him in, and then obviously, you know, Buckmaster got injured, so it's sometimes it's perfect timing as well. So.
Speaking of, here's Aiden McFadden. You get a Cariaga that comes in. You get some late season additions. Here's Jeremy Kelly. He's strong on the left side. He's double teamed and stood up very well. Enzo Martinez comes away with the ball. And here's Jake Roof. Now Roof cuts to the inside. He's being chased down and then finally tripped up by Akeem Ward. He's got to be careful.
Yellow.
Yeah, I think if not for that foul, I think for persistent infringement, it looks like the referee cited multiple times where he should have been carded previously. He'll be the second player to go in the book. He's also the second Memphis 901 player to go in the book. He does so in the 29th minute for persistent infringement. And here's a look at it. Yeah, there's no question about that. Yeah, fair call. And the ball is out for a throw. And now Stephen Glass perhaps disagreeing. Malloy, as he's falling down, he was tied up with Agudelo. He wins the duel, though. Now an over the top, and that's going to be a push in the back on Kavita in the 29th minute. See if Memphis makes a run here. Instead, he'll play it short. Birmingham, as you would expect, trying to play tight lines against Memphis. Now here's a ball from Fernando. It's a little wide, but Ward corrals it. Fernando comes back for some one-touch. Now Cariaga has space. He can let rip from there if he chooses. Instead, he goes inside, and the ball intended for Jeremy Kelly is overhit and out for a goal kick. Tried a little 1-2 there to spring him loose.
Yeah, a lot of really, really good one-touch and passing earlier as well. I felt like, I think it was Cariaga or Luis Fernando was in a position to maybe shoot, and like you said, it just went a little bit wide to Akeem Ward, but maybe pull the trigger next time. He's in a great shooting position, and we know he can smash a ball as well from that distance. So dangerous though when they get high up the pitch and start, that one-touch movement. It's very difficult to defend.
It's a ball headed in, and Romig, unpressured, is going to be able to corral this in his own box, and then he'll switch field to Aaron Malloy. And now some pressure from Enzo Martinez. They pick their spots. They hold their lines, and there's an error. That is out for a Birmingham throw. Don't see that very often out of Malloy and Jelani Peters.
Yeah.
Memphis coming off a huge 4-2 win over the Tampa Bay Rowdies earlier in the week with the hat trick from Rodrigo da Costa. There's a ball headed by Peters. It goes goalward, and then McFadden clears. Is it out for a corner? The flag does go up, and it will be a corner kick.
Offside, is it?
Or no, they're going to signal, yeah, they're going to signal this is Memphis's ball. Let's see what the call is here. That was off of Peters.
I don't know what he's called.
I thought that would have been a corner kick.
Must have been offside somewhere. I don't know. Skeptical, but we'll take it. I'm sure Stephen's thanking the linesman now for that one.
32nd minutes, 0-0, Memphis and Birmingham. Memphis has already clinched an Eastern Conference playoff spot. The question is, can they seal a home match for the first round? Birmingham is on the cusp. They need a little more work to get in to punch their ticket, but they are oh so close. Here's Jeremy Kelly. The dummy run by McFadden, back to McFadden. And that is cleared, but only so far to the wing, and that will be pushed back out and recycled to Aaron Malloy. Jelani Peters brings it up to Akeem Ward. Now back to Peters. Not one to shoot from distance there. And now Jeremy Kelly just looking for some room. There's a drive and a save from Trevor Spangenberg.
What a strike. What a save.
Give him a high five. A terrific save. Here's another look at it, and the layoff, or so we thought, and then Jeremy puts it on his right foot, and then...
Unbelievable strike, and an even better save. Just opened up for Jeremy, just kind of, he twisted, he turned, and he thought, it's just opened up here in front of me, just pings it.
Here's the corner kick, a drive, and that is off of Turchi, but not before it hits Birmingham player, and we'll have our second Celtic crossing corner kick. After having a Celtic crossing corner kick just a moment ago, Memphis will try this quickly. They'll go single file, top of the box. Now they'll zip in, headed up. Kelly to Peters. Malloy, he can drive from there. Far side of the box, and that is headed on well and out to safety momentarily. Birmingham's got to quickly clear their lines. They push up. Memphis gets out of the box. Now Kelly, oh, that's good work by Enzo Martinez to get a boot on that and deflect the ball right to Tabarditaka. Birmingham somehow, some way gets that off of the touchline, and now they switch it, and that is well saved by Prosper Kasim. He's got Jake Roof down the line, but instead cuts inside and now switches it all the way over to Preston Tabarditaka. And Malloy again on the spot, settled down. Now Birmingham turning the screws a little bit more here the last 45 seconds. Good read by Luis Fernando, and that's going to be driven out for a goal kick.
Love to see that. Luis Fernando, obviously quality attacker, brilliant in the final third, but he's back there following runs, tracking runs, and clearing lines as well. So everyone bought in.
Now we've got a man down on the far side of the pitch for Birmingham. Perhaps this will be the de facto water break while this player gets tended to.
Yeah, looks like it.
I think that's Mikey Lopez.
The hamstring gone by the looks of it.
The coaches saying, "Come here, guys."
Yeah, who wants water?
Hydrate.
Going back to the shot from Jeremy Kelly, just before that, we were kind of talking about it opened up a few times for Luis Fernando. It opens up a lot of times when they do force it wide, where these guys can strike a ball. We've got, like, Fernando can hit it, Kelly can hit it, Malloy can hit it, Cariaga can hit it. I think if it's on, we need to see more of that.
I think what makes this save really good is the fact that Spangenberg holds his ground here. Look at the drive. He gets both hands to it.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets strong hands. He gets enough of the hands because he's so well positioned, because when Kelly went to his left, he was not, his momentum was not going in the opposite direction. I thought he was well positioned to make that solid save.
Yes, great save. And like you said, just fingertips just to tip it away. But I think we can have more of that. We find ourselves a lot in those pockets in front of the back four, and like I said, it's opened up a few times. We need to test Trevor Spangenberg, a little bit more as well.
And Trevor had a chance to talk to him a couple of years ago when the COVID break had happened, and he had spent some time on Zoom calls. He was coaching kids. He was out in the community doing things, when you had to socially distance. He was out there providing coaching lessons online, and, he's part of, Memphis has a very proud tradition of excellent goalkeepers. So does Birmingham, because Matt Van Oekel has set the standard, and Trevor Spangenberg is right there as well, and just an all-around, an all-around good guy. He's a good leader on the field. I think he's trying to work the Van Oekel beard. I don't know, maybe.
He keeps them in it as well. I mean, obviously down in Birmingham a few weeks ago, I was on that game, and again, I thought he was fantastic that night as well. He just has a knack of making these big saves and kind of, denying us.
Yeah, and if you look at the numbers, Birmingham has conceded quite a few goals this year. A lot of that is not on Trevor Spangenberg, for sure. I mean, it's a team effort. But as you can see, even the fans know it's a hydration break time here at AutoZone Park. So people are trying to stay cool here, and this is going to add to some Miller Lite stoppage time, and that's okay. I think this, as we go on, it has been unseasonably warm. And Lopez, the good news is he's up on his own and able to walk off, so he'll step off. I don't know if he's going to need a replacement. It looks like perhaps he's getting last-minute orders, or a substitute is getting last-minute orders on the bench from Tommy Sohn. This could be all for Mikey Lopez. We'll wait just a moment to confirm that.
Looked like he was clutching his hamstring there for a bit, so it'll be interesting to see if he's able to continue or not.
So you love to see that mutual respect.
A lot of these guys, cross paths, maybe at different clubs and play with each other. And
All right, so it looks like we will have a substitution here, and it's going to be Diba Nwegbo will come into the match. Nwegbo on the season, 2 goals, 1 assist for Birmingham Legion, and we are back underway. So that's the first substitution of the night for either club.
And I thought he had a good game in Birmingham a few weeks ago. Again, pace, loads of pace.
Here's a ball over the top. It's a chance for Akeem Ward. One touches it toward the goal, and Spangenberg, after a deflection, is able to pick that up easily.
Penalty.
And we have a penalty. Are we going to say that the ball was handled? The referee had an angle because he's running that diagonal, so he had a clear look. Let's we'll have a replay in just a moment.
Yeah, I need it.
Must have hit off of an arm that was extended. Let's see here. So did it hit Jake Roof on the arm going by? Because it did slow down, and the spin, you could tell there was a change in spin. And credit to the referee, he is in a position nearby at an angle where he can pick up that call.
I mean, it's hard to see from our angle, but obviously he's right there. And
Rodrigo da Costa with 14 goals on the season, chasing the Golden Boot. He's going to have a chance to add to this here in the 40th, maybe 41st minute against Spangenberg. There's a drive into the lower left corner, and a Memphis 901 FC goal.
Fantastic penalty. Was there ever any doubt, Tim? Was there ever any doubt?
With da Costa, there hardly ever is. Well taken. Trevor Spangenberg, no chance.
Yeah.
And in the 41st minute, Memphis 901 FC takes the lead by a score of 1-0.
Just opens up his body, places in the corner, plenty of pace, and as you said, no chance for Trevor in the net. Not a chance.
I think he's frustrated just by the fact, one, the goal went in, but secondly, he's the kind of goalkeeper that does a lot of homework, trying to read body language tendencies, and but nonetheless, it was perfectly placed. No chance, even if he would have guessed correctly. 41st minute, and we're back underway. Memphis with the lead, 1-0. The 15th goal of the season for Rodrigo da Costa. Here comes Birmingham Legion trying to quickly come back in a drive that's scuffed and harmlessly wide. And let's take another look at this, and we'll get a chance to see what the referee saw. Now watch the ball. Yeah, it looks.
Was it inside the box or outside the box?
Looks like the arm was in the box, and it was the forearm.
Yeah.
And by the spin of the ball, I think that also perhaps helped to confirm.
Hey, listen, we lost to Monterrey a few weeks back on a suspect penalty. So a little bit of luck is needed in these situations.
Prosper Kasim. I think the Bluff City Mafia brought a little extra smoke because it's the Birmingham match. There's still some smoke wafting onto the pitch.
There's a good crowd in here tonight. Lots of noise.
43rd minute, but I do suspect we'll have 2 or 3 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time at a minimum because of the injury to Mikey Lopez. Possession has increased for Memphis, 58-42 in favor of 901 FC. There's a drive, and that is off of Akeem Ward. That is out for a throw. Shots, though, Birmingham Legion, 4 shots to 2. Memphis with 2 shots on target. Just the one for Birmingham, but you can bet that they're going to be looking to make adjustments, if not even sooner, but at least at halftime, to turn the pressure up on Memphis. Again, they have not clinched a playoff spot. They are a likely playoff candidate, but they'd like to, the sooner the better. It's a ball over the top. Kasim looking for Nico Brett. Agudelo chases in, but Cariaga on the spot. Still alive, though, headed by Akeem Ward, cleared by Aaron Malloy, but still the pressure held on by Birmingham. There's a drive into the box, punched by Romig. I don't think he was sure whether or not there was a Birmingham player nearby. Better safe than sorry. But again, Birmingham extended possession here as Fanuel Cavita, nowhere to turn after good high pressure from Luis Fernando, has to go all the way back to Spangenberg. And now they'll test again. They'll test McFadden. And finally cleared out for a throw, but Moses Mensah has been a frequent target down the left side.
Yeah, just very direct and looking to kind of finish this half and then maybe get the score level. I thought Drew Roming did the, brilliant save as well earlier, going back to that cross.
Agudelo with the pullback. Now Kasim to Enzo Martinez. Heavy touch, Fernando able to get a piece of it, and then McFadden. And now Fernando, but the run up the line is going to run out of real estate, and that'll be out for a throw here in the 45th minute. What do you think here, 3 minutes?
Yeah, I think maybe potentially 4, Tim. I think there was a couple of yellows, injuries, the penalty. Wouldn't shock me 4. If I'm 9-1, I want 2 or 1, but.
Terrific job by Birmingham maintaining possession. And of course, it's your birthday weekend. You're right on everything. And a minimum of 4 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time. Well done.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's a ball through. Still some time. Ball still loose top of the box. And then finally driven away after Jake Roof almost made good. He's the one that had the handball at the other end of the field that conceded the penalty. He nearly had a through ball onto goal. Little miscommunication there. Throw in for Birmingham. Got to be careful there, top of the box. No foul called. Rodrigo da Costa goes down, and they're going to call a foul this time on Tabard Ataka.
Just after the penalty there, Birmingham just picked up the pace, and 9-1 after weather a storm. We saw like Aaron Malloy was even was making a back 5. But that's how high up they were pressed. Just need to ride this out now to the halftime.
First minute of stoppage time. Memphis not in a particular hurry at the moment. They'll say the goal was in the 40th minute by Rodrigo da Costa, his 15th of the season. He had the hat trick against Tampa Bay Rowdies.
He's on fire, isn't he?
He is. Now a foul along the wings. Memphis will do their best to get back and reset their lines, as Birmingham will now have a chance for a quick restart here in the second minute of a minimum of 4 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time. Now Memphis with 5 back. We've got Ward, Peters, Malloy, Turchi, McFadden. Romig makes the call.
I could hear him up here screaming for that one.
Line drive. That one was a sinker into the center circle. It goes right back to Birmingham. And now over the top, Enzo Martinez uses that looked like a pitching wedge almost. Yeah. Could have used that in the Ryder Cup for the U.S. today.
Yeah. You see now Enzo's dropped deeper, right? So earlier in the game he was higher. Now he's dropping deeper and looking to get on the ball and clip those balls, like you said, like a pitching wedge or something. He's just dinking balls in behind. But Akeem Ward is no slouch either. I mean, the pace he has, so it'll be difficult to break him down.
Romig with the strong hands. Nicely done. Boxed out by Leston Paul.
Hey.
He's one of the shortest guys on the pitch. But Jelani Peters there too as well. Full credit. Romig was looking to release McFadden. McFadden said, hang on a second, let's just get down the pitch. We've got another minute or so of Miller Lite stoppage time. There's the captain. Leston Paul, Trinidad and Tobago national team. He's retired from that, but he's far from done with Memphis. Scoop pass looking forward to Costa. They're trying to find him more and more. It's a smart play. And that is out for a Memphis throw. Of course, he was on the pitch the night in 2017 when Trinidad and Tobago defeated the United States and eliminated them from World Cup 2018.
Really?
Yeah, we don't talk about that much around here.
Yeah, it's not talked about much, yeah.
No, we don't, he doesn't talk about it around these parts, but he served the country very well. Here's Aaron Malloy looking for McFadden. That is cut off and well done. And now Nico Brett. We haven't called his name nearly as much the last 25 minutes of the half, but we've got a foul. It's going to be back at about 15 yards behind that last touch. That's going to give Enzo Martinez perhaps another chance at the pitching wedge. Or we could see Prosper Kasim here as well. Memphis will set up a high line. We have now played the 4 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time. Memphis will set up at the top of the 18, and Drew Romig will be ready to pounce. But watch backside for Roof as he's crashing far post. But Jelani Peters is there, and we should have that whistle any moment now as we're well beyond 4.5 minutes into stoppage time. And now the referee has stated with the 3 whistles that he has seen all that he needs to see here in the first half. We're through one stanza, and thanks to a 40th minute penalty kick converted by Rodrigo da Costa, Memphis 901 FC leads this one by a score of 1-0. Coming up, we'll have the scoreboard, a look around the league, the standings, projected bracket, everything you could ever hope to know about this match in the USL Championship. We're going to do our best to give it to you. Coming up, Memphis leads this one at the half, 1-0. You're watching USL Championship Soccer.
When people ask, why Bad Boy? It's simple. Every Bad Boy mower and every Bad Boy tractor are born from steel and built tough to the same standards that have made the Bad Boy brand legendary. Not only for toughness, but for power, for strength, for performance, quality, and comfort. These are the whys. You are the how. Start your legend, Bad Boy.
Consumer investigator Andy Wise here. I'm talking with longtime customers about why they love the Shot Nurse. What do you love about the Shot Nurse?
Because of my work, I have to get a lot of vaccines for travel, and the Shot Nurse always has everything I need. And I don't need an appointment. I love it.
For efficient wellness and immunization services, the Shot Nurse is your wise choice.
Solutions you need with the personal touch. The Shot Nurse.
At Junk Luggers, we stand out by donating and recycling whenever possible. We're a locally owned business, striving to keep all reusable items out of landfills. We stand out by donating and recycling whenever possible.
It's time to cash in on your home equity with our great low interest rates. We offer 1.99% APR for the first 6 months. If you're thinking about a major remodeling project, purchasing a new vehicle, funding a dream vacation, or more, a home equity line of credit from First South Financial is a great way to make that happen. Offer ends soon. To find out more, visit firstsouth.com or give us a call at 901-380-7400 today for details.
Welcome back to AutoZone Park in Memphis, Tennessee. You see some University of Memphis shirts. They played Boise State earlier in a different kind of football and were victorious. The home football version here at Memphis 901 FC leads Birmingham Legion 1-0 along with Indy Crayon. I am Tim Van Horn, and around the league, things are heating up the last 3 matches. Of course, Detroit City fan John Sarge was honored as the league's symbolic 2 millionth fan of 2023. The championship has seen a 42% increase in attendance average this year and is on course to see 2.2 million fans. How about that? And of course, Rodrigo da Costa named Player of the Week. The Brazilian scored the first hat trick of his USL Championship career to lead Memphis 901 FC to a big road win against the Rowdies 4-2 to clinch a postseason berth. And then next up, well, you're going to have to go to the Wild Wild West and face El Paso Locomotive for the first time. It'll be the final regular season home match. Actually, that'll be coming up next Saturday. It's a home match, 7 o'clock Central Time. They will come to town, and by then, maybe the playoff picture will be a little bit clearer. But for now, still question marks. Can Memphis 901 FC earn a home berth? Is Birmingham on the cusp of punching their ticket? We'll find out more over the next 45 minutes. More halftime, including stats and highlights on the way. Memphis leads this one 1-0 at the half. We'll be right back.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Welcome back. Well, Memphis isn't ducking anyone. Of course, the Peabody Ducks right around the corner. Memphis 901 FC in a terrific match with Birmingham Legion FC. Memphis leads this one 1-0 along with the coach and the Crayon. I am Tim Van Horn, and let's take a look at what is happening around the USL Championship. Playoff implications abound. Coach, Miami right now leading Hartford Athletic 2-0. How about that full-time result in that match with Indy 11 and Detroit? Detroit really needed that one, didn't they?
Yeah, Detroit did, but so did Indy. So it's that's these games this time of the year, Tim. They're, everybody needs something, right? Everybody needs these points. It's been so tight this year as well in the playoff race. So
that match and the Miami match are full-time. Also, Pittsburgh Riverhounds cementing their top spot likelihood with a win in the East over Tulsa. That window of opportunity just about shut for Tulsa now.
Yeah.
And then in the 70th minute, Tampa Bay Rowdies bouncing back against Loudoun United. They lead that one by a score of 1-0. So a lot of terrific matches. Let's take a look at what the standings are looking like now. And 31 matches in now, and you see Riverhounds with 60 points. Tampa Bay sitting second, but only just so by a point ahead of Charleston Battery. Memphis and Louisville City tied for in points, but Memphis has the tiebreaker because of the head-to-head.
Yep.
And then Indy 11, don't look now, but they keep winning. Birmingham needs a win, but they caught a break tonight because Detroit City lost this evening, and then Tulsa, they still have a chance, but they got to get some points. Tonight was a big loss for them. And then Miami still hanging around. So there's 3 teams playing for that 8th spot.
It is. It's so tight down at the bottom this year. It's incredible.
All right, we'll have plenty more coming up on that at the end of the match. Let's look at the projected bracket. If things hold right now, Pittsburgh hosts Detroit City. Then you have Tampa Bay hosting Birmingham, Charleston hosting Indy 11, and then Memphis 901 FC hosting Louisville City in the conference quarterfinals. And that could make for an interesting bracket. And you could have a lot of teams beating each other up by the time you even get to the West. Pretty incredible. Well, the reserves are warming up, and they're going to be ready for the final 45 minutes if called on at a moment's notice. We got 45 more minutes to go. We'll have the second half for you coming up next. Memphis 901 FC leads at home against Birmingham 1-0. We'll be back after the break with more USL Championship Soccer.
At Junk Luggers, our commitment to donating and recycling is a founding principle. We're a locally owned business striving to keep all reusable items out of landfills by 2025. While quality customer service, respectful team members, and competitive pricing are all industry standards, we stand out by donating and recycling whenever possible.
It's time to cash in on your home equity with 1.99% APR for the first 6 months. If you're thinking about a major remodeling project, a home equity line of credit is a great way to make that happen. To find out more, visit firstsouth.com.
Consumer investigator Andy Wise here. For efficient immunizations and wellness services, the Shot Nurse is your wise choice. What do you love about the Shot Nurse?
Because of my work, I have to get a lot of vaccines for travel, and the Shot Nurse always has everything I need.
The Shot Nurse.
American made means more than just being made in America. It means representing the values that our country is founded on. Hard work, independent spirit, revolutionary thinking, breaking a few rules, and doing it all for the right reasons. American-made bad boy mowers. Mow with an attitude.
First South has the best rates in town on CDs and IRAs. Guaranteed. In fact, if your local bank has a better rate, we'll beat it. When you open a CD or IRA with us, you'll also be banking with one of the strongest institutions in the nation. Now is the time to invest in your future. Stop by any of our banking centers or visit firstsouth.com to get started and experience how we're leading the way with strength, stability, and service. First South Financial. Banking with friends since 1957.
All right, welcome back to Memphis at AutoZone Park, and Memphis 901 FC ahead of Birmingham Legion thanks to a goal late in the half. But before that, there was plenty of action. Early on, a heavy challenge, well done by Aaron Malloy. It's a physical match, been a fast match. Drew Romick has been sharp in goal, strong. Had a nervous moment. He was able to atone for that and cover up. And then here's a drive. Offside was called off of this. Handball was wanted originally. Both teams putting a lot of pressure on, some unforced errors, but there was definitely some good soccer in between. There was a drive by Enzo Martinez. That was the first shot on goal for Birmingham of the evening. And then Memphis, as you see, some of those passes with all the pressure from Birmingham, not always on pinpoint target. But then look at this save by Trevor Spangenberg. He held his ground. He was able to get just enough with both hands to parry that away for a corner kick. There's another look at it. That's terrific. If that's not save of the week material, I would be surprised. And then Drew Romick with another strong punch. He continues to get better in the goal. And then the penalty kick in the 40th minute by Rodrigo da Costa. It's his 15th of the season as he is looking to get back into the golden boot race. He's only a couple of goals behind, and that right there is your difference in the game. Memphis 901 FC leading this one by a score of 1-0. So very good news there. Match stats. Endo, what do you take from the numbers and things that you don't see in the numbers?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're 1-0 up, but, 901 didn't get to play their game. Carriaga didn't get on the ball as much as we like, but we're 1-0 up. So, possession, stats, XG. I think, Stephen Glass is going to look at one stat at the halftime, and that is, hey, we're 1-0 up. Let's keep going and let's keep them off the board. So, I mean, the stats tonight are close in possession. A lot of the possession kind of meaningless. We see Birmingham's intent. They're looking to clip balls and get in behind. They brought on a few players as well, forced with injuries. But again, lots of pace, lots of power. But 901 are interested in one stat, winning the game. They're 1-0 up. Let's keep it.
And Birmingham needs to pick up points tonight. There are just 3 matches left, including this one. By the way, Indy has officially punched their ticket as what would likely be a 6th seed, but there's still time remaining. Time will tell. Birmingham with a win would put them on 43 points tonight. However, Detroit could still catch them and win a tiebreaker. Detroit owns the head-to-head. They are 2-0 against Birmingham. But a win tonight or a result for Birmingham would be good. But for Memphis, it would be even better, as that would help them at least stay even, if not ahead of Louisville City at the end of the 32nd round of matches. So we are coming up on kickoff here, still a little bit more than a minute away. I would guess that if you're talking about the two coaches, the happier is going to be Stephen Glass because of the score. But what's his message? And then juxtapose that to what's Tommy Sohn saying, even though he's down 1-0, there's got to be some optimism there too.
Yeah, I think Memphis are going to, look to maybe get on the ball, control it a little bit more because they are 1-0 up. And then if you're, Tommy Sohn, I mean, they got to win. So they're going to be throwing people forward, which could give Memphis some opportunities in the counter-attack. So I'm sure Stephen will be telling them, hey, be patient, be organised, get behind the ball, and then you will get your chances because Birmingham will be pushing forward, trying to get that goal, trying to get that win tonight.
And there is some firepower on the Birmingham bench. There's still Tyler Pasher, who's got 4 goals on the season. Gabriel Alves is on the bench as well for Birmingham Legion. So they have, and he's bagged a couple. So they still have some pieces that they can move around. They've had just 1 substitution because of the injury to Mikey Lopez, and beyond that, they will hold the same here to start the second half. Memphis 901 FC with their starting 11 still out there, made no substitutions in the first half, but something to keep in mind is the fact that both Aaron Malloy and Akeem Ward are sitting on a yellow card here, and a red card would be harmful in this match, but also keep them out of what would be the penultimate match of the 2023 season next week. Yeah, absolutely, and I'm sure Stephen Glass will be keeping an eye on that. Underway in the second half, and Jelani Peters. Somehow that ball gets all the way to the back line, but that is quickly scooped out in a way by Moses Mensah. But Cariaga now with DaCosta. The back heel falls short to Alex Cronali, and here comes Birmingham. Now through ball down the right side, racing across, help at the top of the box, only to Nico Brett, and then Malloy gets it, however, settled down, a shot, and that has deflected and gone in for Birmingham Legion FC in the first minute of the second half. And who is it? It's none other than the substitute, Deba Nwegbo. Nwegbo with the goal, his 3rd of the season. We talked about their intent. There's their intent. 1 minute in. Here's another look at it. Innocently enough, Turchi, the clearance went straight to Nico Brett, who dials it over to Nwegbo. Yeah, miscleared it. Malloy kicks it off somebody. Nwegbo gets it. Hey, all you can ask him is to strike it on goal, and an unlucky deflection off McFadden, it looked like. There's one more look at it. Yeah, unfortunate because Malloy got there at the same time, but the ball did go straight to Nwegbo. And just like that, Birmingham has knotted this match up at 1 apiece. And here they come again. Now cutting across, the flag is up, it is waved, and there will be a foul. And this is about 25 yards from goal at the edge of the box. Again, so direct from Birmingham when they get the ball. They're just looking to isolate people and take them on. And again, I'll be shocked if this is not a yellow card for Leston Paul. Might get away with it. No card, but a free kick in a dangerous position for Birmingham Legion. Prosper Kasim, Enzo Martinez over the goal, or over the ball rather. Memphis lines up about 15 yards off of the end line. There's a drive, and that is going to be up and over for a Memphis goal kick. And Memphis can take a little bit of a breather there, a drive, I think a little bit of a lean back there. Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. I'm sure Stephen will be disappointed with this as well. It's, after halftime, they're 1-0 up. And it's just common knowledge in football. After halftime, it's just, you have to weather that storm, 5-10 minutes. Back to it here at AutoZone Park, Enda Crayon. I'm Tim Van Horn. Now Nwegbo. Cariaga, a quick 1-2. Memphis working triangles. But Working right into Nico Brett, who's giving heavy chase to Akeem Ward, and he has to go all the way back to Drew Romig. Now Romig will launch this beyond midfield. That's chested down well by Jake Roof. He'll send that back, and it's got just enough pace to get to Spangenberg, but he's got no choice but to scuff that one into the crowd. That's about his only play there, Coach.
Yeah, difficult one to deal with the turf as well. Better from 901 though, pressing. You see, you could see Nico Brett. Was it that, you know, Akeem Ward got the ball? I mean, they're going for it now.
Now Jeremy Kelly. Double teamed along the end line, and that'll be out for a Celtic crossing corner kick. Crognale is trying to sell the goal kick, but again, good positioning by our referee tonight. And Memphis will have a chance here on a dead ball situation with one of the league's best specialists, Aaron Malloy. He's got DaCosta on a short ball if he wants it. This is really in-swinger territory, but he goes short, and this will be toward the top of the 6, and that is headed up and away by Crognale to Leston Paul. Settle down for Kelly, and that is going to be up and just over the drum line into the Bluff City Mafia for a goal kick.
Yeah, great ball. I mean, it's something different, right? It's usually Aaron Malloy whipping the ball, but it's, you know, DaCosta, something different we haven't seen much of this season, and it is a great ball to attack. It also is difficult to know if you're in the box or you're the keeper or centre half. Is Malloy going to hit it? Is the ball going to come in whipped? Is it going to, you know, the outswinger obviously then from DaCosta, so difficult. Nice to see that.
Oh, and a one-timer over the top. He's got room. Is it Nico Brett with the chip? It's going to go in! Out of nothing, Birmingham Legion has taken the lead in the 51st minute.
Wow.
It all started back in their own defending half, and then the volley over the top. Nico Brett patiently positioning himself to take the touch.
Wow.
And now Birmingham Legion has taken the lead. The first ball was from Enzo Martinez, and then look who it was again. Nwegbo with the assist. What about that ball for the finish, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, it's class ball. Look at this, just helps it on into dangerous areas. It's so simple sometimes. When you have a guy like Nico Brett with that pace, you just have to help the ball into areas. And what a great finish. Nothing he can do. Centre half probably doesn't think it's going to go. It's just in between the two of them, and what a finish.
Nwegbo's ball was so good. It wasn't only over the top, but it curled right into the path of Nico Brett.
The weight of the pass, the way it's just a help on. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And, you know, you just can't teach that sometimes. It's just instinct to know where your centre forward's going to be. It's absolutely class. It's a brilliant first 5 or 6 minutes from Birmingham. And, you know, like we said earlier, this match is going to be back and forth. Now it's majorly game on. Memphis has to go now for it.
Don't look now. Nico Brett with his 12th goal of the season to go with 2 assists. Now both of our players to watch had scored in this match. Here's Cariaga. He has not imposed himself on this match, although I guess technically he just did there with the hard foul. No card, but Nico Brett is down.
We talked about it earlier in the game where Birmingham were just looking to clip balls, put balls in dangerous areas, and unfortunately Memphis centre backs, you know, the ball is well away from them and just got caught probably ball watching. And
all right, Memphis needs to take a big deep breath and exhale.
Yeah, need to relax
and
here,
sort themselves out. Now we've got another foul. This is Cariaga again. That's multiple fouls in about a 30-second span. Will he get the talking to of the don't do this again, or will he go into the books? Leston Paul with a little bit of diplomacy here, trying to keep the new guy out of the books. Will he do the no more? I think he just got the full disagulation, Enda. He's like, don't do it again.
He's been told there's no chance he gets off again. Birmingham's looking to nail this and seal it. You can tell.
Quick restart. Enzo Martinez deflected. Who touched it last? It's going to be off of Birmingham last, perhaps off of Crognale, and that'll be a goal kick for Memphis. Another anxious moment, as that could have just hit off a chest, a head, a kneecap.
Yeah, Memphis just look tired, shell-shocked, all of the above. Look at the press from Birmingham.
Hard challenge, fairly though, by Enzo Martinez. Now Prosper Kasim looking for the overlap, and a little heavy looking for Moses Mensah here in the 54th minute.
That's a little it's too casual for me. They're trying to play out of the back. And, you know, Birmingham, obviously, we know they're going to be so aggressive and winning the ball high up the pitch.
There's a look at Tommy Sohn, the head coach for Birmingham Legion.
Yeah, I'd love to get a copy of his halftime speech, because it's worked.
Maybe he got a copy of yours from your team's win last night.
That was...
And there's a ball punched clear by Memphis. DaCosta giving chase. Manuel Cavita. Now Enzo Martinez, but that not before a foul is going to be whistled against Birmingham, so Memphis will get the restart here. A quick restart by Malloy. He's got Akeem Ward. Oh, he beats one man. He can cut to the inside if he wants it. A drive. Oh, he's looking for Fernando. It got underneath him, and Cavita got a timely touch to it. I thought Fernando was going to have first dibs, and it looked like he did. It just went under his feet.
Wow. It looked like it was on a plate for him.
Beautiful ball set up by great footwork by Akeem Ward. Here's Jeremy Kelly. He'll see if he can get by Roof this time. It worked well for Akeem Ward last time. Instead, they'll pull it back out and switch fields, looking for Aiden McFadden. That's a good read, though, by Moses Mensah. And now Nwegbo taking on Turchi. Nwegbo now with his back to the goal. Tries to get through two players. He can't, though. Good team defense by Memphis. And Luis Fernando will dump it off to Malloy.
They've done well there.
And now Memphis slowing it down just a little bit. McFadden brings it back inside for Luis Fernando. We haven't seen him work much magic on the wing yet tonight, but a lot to be said in this match. Turned over to Birmingham. Now Prosper Kasim on the wing to Tabor Ataka. Ataka can only just get by Akeem Ward, maintains possession, cuts inside, but then finally a sliding challenge slows things down by Leston Paul. Now not one but two Birmingham Legion players are down, and now we've got some jostling, and now Fernando goes down hard. And unless we blow a whistle, we'll have 20 guys down, and now a yellow card is going to go to Enzo Martinez.
Yeah, I think 2 feet. 2 feet in, they're saying, a little bit high.
Martinez with a yellow card in the 57th minute. He's not sure why. Perhaps the replay will be able to explain. Here's another look at it. Yeah, I think when you get airborne, more times than not, here it comes again. And take a look at this. He gets airborne.
Yeah, he's diving, he's jumping in. It's now they'll do you for the danger and the intent, really, over anything. Even if he gets a little bit of the ball, it's just because he leaves his feet.
So a yellow card to Enzo Martinez in the 57th minute. He joins Akeem Ward and Aaron Malloy on the bad boy list tonight. And now Fernando. And that's going to be out for a Memphis 901 FC throw. He almost had his opportunity down the flank. Now quickly to Kelly. Oh, the back heel to DaCosta. Here's Jeremy Kelly across the face. A goal! Just a touch by Spangenberg was enough. Does he save it inbounds?
Corner.
Flag is up. And we're going to have a Celtic crossing corner kick. The assistant referee says the ball completely crossed the end line. And from our angle, I would agree with that.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
However, terrific work again by Trevor Spangenberg to keep the ball out of the net. Let's take another look here. What a brilliant pass.
Unbelievable back heel. Unbelievable. And then what a ball from Kelly. Just puts lots of pace on it.
Here's the Celtic crossing corner kick that's cleared, but just to Kelly. Now Leston Paul. That's deflected. That's got a weird spin on it. Mensah looking to clear. Does that stay in bounds? It does on the first bounce and out for the second. Whereas for Cariaga, rather, now McFadden to Leston Paul.
Now there's a bit of urgency about Memphis. They've picked it back up. It's what we need.
Now Lucas Turchi will run the point for Memphis. Looking for some space. Birmingham pressing with 3 now. Tommy Sohn is now daring Memphis to try to move quickly in between the lines. And if you watch
offside,
Memphis, they have gone just a step too far. Jeremy Kelly whistled for offside. But now Birmingham playing 5 and at times 6 along their back line.
Yeah, Birmingham at some point will probably sit in or not push as many people forward for sure. I think for a little bit longer, Tim, they're probably going to think they can nick a third in this one.
Yeah, Alex Cronali puts it back in play. It's headed back to Cronali. They're saying handball. They're going to let that ride, though. And now Kasim looking for a switch to Nwegbo. That is headed down, and Luis Fernando, we've got an offside on the other end as well.
Yeah.
Memphis 1 down rather than 1 up. Does this perhaps change Stephen Glass's substitution strategy?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Like what? Yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does.
Kelly cutting inside, but he finds 3 for Birmingham Legion. Leston Paul. Oh, that's intercepted by Nico Brett. He trips, but he hangs on to possession. Now, what could be a toe ball over the top as he goes to the ground in agony is dropped off for Drew Romig, and now we're going to have a whistle as Brett is down. He took an unnatural step, it looked like, on the temporary grass, and had the presence of mind to try to spring Nwegbo free.
Yeah, he looks in agony, doesn't he?
And that's a hammy, it looks like.
He'll be a huge loss for them.
Brett with the second goal for Birmingham Legion back in the 51st minute.
I would say he's done, Tim.
You know, the athletic training crews just don't get enough credit for what they do to not only keep the players getting back into the game, but also knowing when the long game you protect the players, you protect the team's investments, and you take care of the players' careers. And it looks like if Nico Brett's going to come out, they've got one heck of a substitute here. Tyler Pasher, who you will probably recall from Indy 11.
Yeah, good player.
Yeah, heck of a player. He's got 4 goals, a couple of assists on the season. And now Birmingham Legion's assistant coach,
interesting,
on their staff has now gotten a yellow card, which is also might be code for the coach wanted to say something, but the assistant takes one for the team.
Yeah, he's took one for the team, isn't he?
Yeah. And you absolutely hate to see this.
Yeah,
you do like the fact that he's walking off on his own, but
yeah, you knew it right away when he went down. He was in trouble.
And he may not even want to come off.
Yeah, he's a warrior for Birmingham.
But it will be Tyler Pasher coming in for Nico Brett, who has the goal which has given Birmingham Legion the lead. This was back in the 51st minute with the chip shot.
15 for 11, Birmingham.
And Tyler Pasher can play up high, and he is a target man that they can go to. He's pesky. Now we're back underway here in the 64th minute. Memphis 901 FC took the lead with a goal in the 40th minute on a Rodrigo da Costa penalty kick conversion. But in the first 6 minutes of the second half, goals by Nwegbo and Brett have given Birmingham Legion the lead here, and really a huge lifeline to the playoffs if this stands. But it's not over yet. Here's Luis Fernando. Lots to play for. He's on the wing. Last touch was off of Fernando. That's unfortunate. It looked like we were going to get a Celtic crossing corner out of it, but it was off of Fernando for a goal kick for Birmingham Legion.
And we need a little bit more of that. Good running from Luis Fernando. McFadden also trying to get in behind, stretching them a little bit. Unfortunate in the end, but we definitely need more of this from them tonight. We need to see Akeem Ward overlapping. We need to see, you know, little runs from Jeremy Kelly. It has to now last half an hour if we're going to get a result here.
Trevor Spangenberg puts it back in play. Strong header by Lucas Turchi. And now here comes Prosper Kassim. Sliding challenge taken away by Memphis. Now Cariaga, he's got space. Can he keep it in bounds? He does with the left foot. He's now driving toward the middle of the pitch. Chips to the back side of the penalty box, but nobody there. Rodrigo da Costa gives chase, but that's been long cleared by Moses Mensah down to the other end of the field. And now Lucas Turchi has a must-win battle, which he does win. Otherwise, trouble at the other end of the pitch. However, Birmingham maintains it. There's a drive and a leaping quick save by Romig as Preston Tabernataka.
Good deflection again.
Did a great bit of work here on the wing. He got it to Tyler Pasher. No sooner as he comes in, the deflection nearly does Memphis 901 FC in off of Jelani Peters.
Yeah, I thought it was going to just go over him.
Brilliant run by Jeremy Kelly, and Fernando peels off the run.
Almost, but that's better. We need to see Jeremy Kelly picking up the ball and running at them. If he does it a few times, Tim, eventually one of these little runs from Fernando will work. Cariaga, going back to the Cariaga one, I mean, wonderful to keep the ball in play. And then I've actually no idea what he was doing with the cross, the one here earlier. I thought he could have kept going and maybe try to get a shot off or drive it across the box for the runner.
And there's a steal, and that's going to be in the mixer, and that'll actually be off of Birmingham. Memphis gets a throw out of that. And Aiden McFadden quickly returns it to play, and here comes Memphis. Now Kelly for Leston Paul. Now here's Fernando down the wing, looking for help. He's trying to get by. He does. Now there's a flag. Are they going to call a pull by Fernando? I think they're going to call that for a hand on the body. As I think he might have grabbed Mensah on the way around.
I think he just might have tugged at the shirt a wee bit.
Got just enough separation by the pull that grabbed the attention. Here's another look at it. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
We'll call it as it is. That's. You pull a kit like that. That's going to draw the assistant referees. Yeah.
It's an easy one for the linesman, really.
Shots: Birmingham with 7, Memphis with 3. If you're wanting to talk possession, Memphis with 58-42 advantage on that, but Birmingham hasn't needed much to convert their 2 goals. Now Enzo Martinez looking far side for Kassim. Jelani Peters with a 1-touch. And Jeremy Kelly with a good hustle play. Leston Paul's got to run to win that. Taken down, no foul call though. It looked like mostly ball by Agadello. And now Leston Paul does win it back. He gets knocked down, but he gets up again and again and again.
And Birmingham, going back to the possession stuff, Tim, they're quite happy to kind of just sit in and then, you know, just hit him on the break as well. Nuegbo and these guys with plenty of pace, they're fine.
Here's Tyler Pasher. We've already called his name once with a close opportunity earlier. Now Nuegbo. He was the substitute earlier in the match. Had brilliant play in his limited time tonight. Now Tyler Pasher. Give that up to Mensah. To Agadello. Oh, there's a through run. We've got some space and a shot, and that's going to be corralled as Preston Tabertataka is going to be called offside, and now the chess pieces begin to move for Memphis 901 FC as it looks like we have a triple substitution.
Memphis 901 FC substitutions in the 69th minute.
So we're going to have Knight Pickering is going to come in for Arteaga. Pickering on the season, 4 goals, 4 assists.
Leaving the match number 23, Weston Hall.
Rashawn Dolly is coming in for Luis Fernando.
And number 9, Luis Fernando.
Dolly on the season, 3 goals and an assist. And then we'll also see in the match Bruno Lapa will come in for Leston Paul. So some offensive-minded substitutions here.
Absolutely.
For Memphis 901 FC. Bruno on the year. 4 goals, 3 assists in combined action.
And that's where you mentioned it earlier, Tim, about would the score line and different things impact the changes. Absolutely. I think if we're 1-0 up still, I don't think Leston Paul is leaving the field, if I'm honest.
Now Jeremy Kelly for Memphis. Memphis adding some speed with the substitutions that can get some separation. No handball, play on, says the officials, and a crossing ball on the ground to Prosper Kasim. Akeem Ward hustles back. Tyler Pasher playing off of the shoulder of Jelani Peters, cuts to the inside. Now sweeping toward the middle. Finally dispossessed, and then finally Lucas Turchi sends that down to the other end. That may roll all the way out for a goal kick if it's got enough mustard on it. Stays just in bounds, and Cronali will keep it. That will give Memphis an opportunity to press with a couple of blue jerseys. Cushioned down well by Aiden McFadden. 71st minute, goals in the 40th by Rodrigo da Costa, his 15th of the year for Memphis, and then in the 46th and 51st, goals by Nwegbo and Brett for Birmingham, and that's where we stand. Memphis has already punched its ticket to the playoffs. A win would put them closer to a home field match in the Eastern Conference quarterfinal. Birmingham, a win would put them right on the doorstep of clinching. We've seen Indy 11 clinch tonight. 6 are in. There are 2 more spots. They don't have the tiebreaker against Detroit City. That's the catch. So they need to win, 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 as does Memphis.
Yeah. Momentum as well.
Aaron Malloy trying to get through traffic. And now Tyler Pasher looking for separation. He streaks down the wing. He's going to pull up. He's got too many blue jerseys to fight off. He'll go to Nwegbo, who will drop to Agadello. Birmingham's perfectly fine with this, with 20 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Patiently seeking a third. They certainly haven't stopped attacking. Here comes Prosper Kasim. Kasim now to Tabort Ataka. He'll lay it off to Moses Mensah. And now Pasher outside of the right or the left boot to Nwegbo. Centering ball. There's a drive. He leans back. No deflection off of Peters. That's going to be out for a goal kick.
Lucky one there.
And you know the moment you see the lean back, you know, you better put an airmail stamp on it because it's going to go up and over. Unlucky moment here, as you said, for Prosper Kasim. That's
a good pullback. It's a good chance.
That's unprosperous there for Prosper, who's usually on target with those.
Yeah.
So Memphis getting a lifeline here in the 73rd minute. They need a bigger lifeline in the form of another goal. Now Jeremy Kelly. He's got McFadden. He'll go inside, though, to Rashawn Dolly, who's got speed with the ball. Now McFadden, can he save the ball? He does. Nicely done by Aiden McFadden. He's got a drop. He may try to challenge instead. He does go to Rashawn Dolly. Dolly with a centering ball to the 6, and that's headed by Kavita. And then headed one more time, this time by Mensah. Memphis maintains possession. Here's Akeem Ward and a drive, and that's going to be out for a throw-in. Good work by Jake Roof. Johnny on the spot there for Birmingham.
Yeah, better from Memphis.
Here's Bruno Lapa. He may drive from there. Ball into the box. 3 jerseys that are blue headed down to Trevor Spangenberg, and that's just smart play by Jake Roof, who saw his keeper unchallenged and just cushioned an easy header back to Spangenberg.
Almost, just wouldn't come out from under their feet. It's almost the stuff you hate. It's just almost this, almost that. So they just got to keep plugging away, but it has been a little bit better since the substitutions came on. And obviously that was what Stephen was hoping for, I'm sure, but we do need to create some chances here.
Go back to that save midway through the first half that Spangenberg made on the early drive that he parried away. That could end up being the difference.
Be a difference, yeah, for sure. A lot of time left yet for 901 to get some chances. Knight Pickering is always due a chance or two, always.
And he was in the mix there in front of the goal just a moment ago.
He gets 1 or 2 always.
There's Pickering now. Strong challenge, no foul, as now Prosper Kasim goes down, and now DaCosta is not happy, perhaps accusing of theatrics here, which will continue to burn clock. And the more that they huddle around, the longer it's going to take for a restart.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be added on at the end, surely.
76th minute. And if we take a look at that challenge, I don't think there was anything of bad note about it by Knight Pickering. It was just going after the ball, trying to win it back. Yeah, there's nothing there.
No, nothing there. But then I think the 901 lads are saying, like, why are we stopping the game here again? It's not a head injury. Early in the first half, Jelani Peters was down. They didn't stop the game. I think that's what they're saying, is how come it wasn't stopped when Jelani was down?
So in a fair world, Memphis gets an uncontested drop and gets the ball back.
Yeah, Memphis get the ball back, yeah.
Now, will it be in the area in the attacking half, or will they take it all the way back to where the whistle blew, which would be way back in the defending half? That's the question. Meanwhile, we take a look at the sideline, and it looks like Laurent Kissiedu and Emerson Heineman are getting ready to enter the match at first opportunity from Memphis.
Two good subs again, right?
Heineman with 4 goals on the season, and of course Kissiedu with 4 goals as well. Or rather, Heineman with 3, but nevertheless, some firepower that would be coming in. And if so, this would be all of Memphis's substitution allotment. There's the uncontested drop. It was in the attacking half. And we're back underway here in the 77th minute after a couple of minutes of a break. Birmingham now playing with 5. Now 6 on their back line.
Sloppy.
And now countering quickly. Bumped by Pickering, but not enough. And here comes Prosper Kasim. He's got room on the left side of the box, and a drive, and that is well wide. Probably could have taken one more touch. I think he hurried that one, and he paid for it by missing wide, and Memphis let off the hook there.
Yeah, it's really sloppy from Knight Pickering. Really sloppy. That's 2 or 3 times now he's got the ball, and he's lost it. He's just too casual when the ball's coming into him, especially with a team like Birmingham. They're going to be right on you.
The ball that sprung him loose was actually quite brilliant. And here's the play. Here's Kasim. Turchi's giving chase, but I think Kasim could have taken one more touch. To the credit of Aaron Malloy, I think his run was a pretty good run toward the middle of the goal, so I think he had blocked the passing channel, and Kasim had either the choice of shooting then or holding up play, but he had nobody behind him. And the shot just didn't work out for him there.
And Malloy's been substituted, obviously, with being on a yellow. I think that's probably a smart one.
And now here comes 901 FC. Rashawn Dolly. with a drive, and that's going to be up and over for a Celtic crossing corner kick here in the 79th minute. And now who's going to take it? Who's left to take it? It's going to be Aiden McFadden.
We know he can whip a good ball, though. We just need a bit of movement here and someone to get on the end of this.
Line drive in. That is cleared out, but that will be corralled by Keem Ward. Now to Hindman. Hindman with the drive into the box. Peters goes down, and they will call it a goal kick. Referee right in front of that, no call.
Tell you what. Jelani had the ball, didn't.
So now no hurry for Birmingham to restart this match. 60-40, that's the possession right now. If you're looking from the attacking side of things, and now here comes the referee.
Yeah, he's...
And the referee says, I know what you're doing. And Spangenberg may have said, I know you know. And the referee said, I know you know that I know.
But again,
can you please kick the ball?
I've never seen this. Like, if he's wasting time, then book him. You know what I mean? It's like...
Header not quite cleared and brought down by Birmingham. Now Kasim out on the wing, trying to get by McFadden. Nicely done, good challenge, and then Memphis will get the ball here in the 81st minute. So Memphis throwing everything offensively, substitution-wise. And there's a ball overcooked, and that is going to go out for a Birmingham throw. From the attacking side, shots on goal, 4-2 in favor of Birmingham, 9-3 overall for Birmingham Legion. Now we've got another substitution in this match, and Prosper Kasim is going to call it a night. And he's going to give way to Colin Smith. Colin Smith on the year with a goal and an assist, some fresh legs, I think more importantly than anything else here in the final 10 minutes in the stoppage time.
You talk about the stats there, Tim. I think a lot of them shots were in that 7-8 minute period after the first, after the restart of the second half. It was the most prosperous 6-7 minutes I've seen in football in a while.
It was a fast pace over that brief period of time, and it turned the game on its head. Here's a goal kick for Memphis. And back at it we go. Now Rashawn Dolly gives it up to Jelani Peters. Kisiedu wants the ball. He's in an offside position at the moment. Let's see if he changes that run. He does pull wide to go inside, and now here's Dolly near the goal. He's onside, flag stays down, deflected, Knight Pickering. And just couldn't get enough mustard on it, and Spangenberg is able to collapse on it, but another good opportunity for Memphis.
There's
right
that
place,
night chance, yeah.
Right place, right time, just not the right spot at the goal.
That's a great chance. Like I said earlier, I don't think I've seen Knight Pickering play without getting a really good chance, because his movement is very, very good.
Here's another look at what went down just seconds ago.
He should score.
And it was a good one-timer. Credit to him for taking that with the left foot, but just could not get lift on it or any velocity.
Yeah, but he should score. A boy of his quality, it's a great chance. I think it's even inside the 6-yard box.
Now Birmingham. Kisiedu unlocking at first line, but passing it out for a throw-in for Birmingham. Now over the top, Onside on the throw-in, of course. And now out for a Memphis throw. They need to move quickly, and they need some space. Agudelo looking to scoop pass over the top. Doesn't work out, but Memphis having a bear of a time trying to break the line of Birmingham. Enzo Martinez gives chase, and now Memphis able to switch the field. They've unlocked some space. Here comes Memphis. Pickering. Pickering looks up to find some help. He does find it in the middle of the pitch with Jeremy Kelly. Now to the right side. Over to Aiden McFadden. He's got a great right foot on a cross if he can get it. There's a drive, and that is out for a Celtic crossing corner kick here in the 85th minute. This will give Aiden McFadden another chance to show off that right foot.
Better from 901 again. A little bit more urgency now. You can see Stephen Glass urging Pickering to get at him, get at him.
The outswinger headed out and away, and that will be out for a Memphis throw. They'll get to go quickly.
He's got to beat the first man there, Aiden.
Looking for Pickering on the run, but maintains possession off of the deflection. And now over the top, a header off the post. Oh my! We almost had catastrophe for Birmingham Legion. And if that goal is 8 feet 1 inch high, we might just have a tie game, but it's a Celtic crossing corner kick.
What a ball into the box, though.
Was that Cronali? Was that off of Cronali's head?
Cronali's head, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Memphis plays the Celtic crossing corner kick short for Kelly. In toward the goal, headed strongly by Mensah. And that'll be out for another throw-in.
He's a lucky boy with that header.
Now Keem Ward. Keem has taken more of a central and forward position here from Memphis, adapting to the substitutions. Kelly keeps the ball. Bruno Lapa. Bruno. Centering pass and another Celtic crossing corner kick for Memphis 901 FC. Aiden McFadden again.
He needs to beat that first man.
Up to the spot, headed away, corralled by Hindman. Memphis quickly gets back into an onside position. And now over the top looking for Kisiedu, and that's going to be a bit too much and out for a goal kick and a short water break for Trevor Spangenberg.
He's talking to him again.
So
let's see.
Memphis was 7 corners, not for the lack of trying. And then betrayed by the post at near own goal just seconds ago.
Yeah.
And now back into play, 87th minute, time running out for Memphis. And now Peters with the half volley. Lapa directed a header for Kisiedu just to get him a couple of opportunities would be precious here.
Yeah, we need to get him 1v1 somewhere in a wide area and let him show his quality.
And now Birmingham selectively giving chase, forcing Memphis to move quicker and with some discomfort. But Memphis breaks, switches to the other side of the field, and now Turgi. It's a foot race. It's on. Rashawn Dolly settles down beautifully. He's got Kisiedu. Now, for Akeem Ward, first touch is heavy. He keeps the ball, though, back to Dolly, or rather to Kisiedu, and a drive. No venom on it, though. Didn't get much of a run up at all, and that was way too easy for Spangenberg.
It's just a half cross, half shot. It's just indecisive when the ball's coming to him. The players want that ball in the mixer, or drive at somebody, get in the box, cause trouble, force a defender to make a challenge.
There's a header, but no Memphis player in the vicinity to run onto that, and Enzo Martinez can take 2 or 3 comfortable touches before finally giving it up to Tyler Pasher. Now, Tabertataka working with Pasher. Oh, and a good spin move. He frees himself up and maintains possession for Birmingham Legion. Looks for the entry pass. That's denied. Played through, though, by Moses Mensah. Here's Nwegbo. No rush here. Now we've got some push and pull by both sides. No fouls called.
Be careful here.
And now we've got a throw in, and Nwegbo's not happy. There was some obvious pushing there. I mean, but on both sides.
Yeah, both. The ref's done a really good job there, actually.
And now Aiden McFadden looking for the 10-yard run. I'm just going to get called for that.
Just when you don't want it to be called. It's probably been done all night as well.
Now the throw by Memphis. This team doesn't quit, though. There's a lot of time left for Memphis. Now Kissiedu drops it off for Akeem Ward. Too many red jerseys there, though. That is one out by Smith. Colin Smith cuts inside Hindman, but his next touch is too heavy, though, and that is taken down by Turchi, who has proven himself to be a very steady center back for Memphis 901 FC this season. Of course, previously he had been more of an attacking role, but as a professional, he's done what's been asked of him.
Yeah, he's so calm on the ball. Sometimes you need that.
The big hopeful switch looking for Kissiedu, not to be found, is Jake Roof now. Settles it, and he'll just rip it somewhere into the midfield area for a throw-in. Now comes the all-important number, not one that we would expect to be a small one, and it's not. 6 minutes.
Yep, lots of time.
The fourth official's indicated a minimum 6 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time, which means it's go time for Memphis 901 FC. Now Jeremy Kelly. Well headed down, shoulder to shoulder, no foul. Bruno Lapa, excellent job. Switches it over to Kissiedu. Can he work some magic? He goes to Akeem Ward. Ward now, top of the box, headed again, punched away by Spangenberg, still alive in the box, and now we've got an offside flag on Aiden McFadden.
Unbelievable.
And McFadden now wants Birmingham to hurry up, as Mensah now is down with what looks to be an injury. There's the deflection. Spangenberg with enough of a touch, and it goes back to his save in the first half. It's not how strong you hit the ball, it's how well you can place the ball out of the other team's harm's way. And again, Spangenberg has done that. Just a great veteran keeper move. Yeah. You know, if he tries to do too much, perhaps he whiffs on the ball or he punches it the wrong direction. We'll give credit where it's due. We'd love to see him concede a second one for Memphis, but we'll tell it like it is. That was strong goalkeeping work. But Memphis never say die, though. That is part of the Stephen Glass DNA of this 901 FC team. All right, we're just under 2 minutes of the 6 minutes of stoppage time. Now Kissiedu. Low ball in, dummied by Dolly. I don't know if he was looking for Lapa with that or not. McFadden now with the ball being jockeyed by Mensah. Jeremy Kelly gives that away, and that is blasted up and away by Nwegbo, and out for a Memphis throw. Now Hindman will give it back to Drew Romig. A goal converted off of a penalty kick in the 40th for Memphis. They went into the dressing room with the lead at the half, but then goals in the 46th and 51st by Birmingham from Nwegbo and Brett, and that's where we stand here in the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Here's Lapa. Now Knight Pickering to Jeremy Kelly. Emerson Hindman, he's got experience, he can pull the trigger. Akeem Ward has scored some terrific goals this year too. There's a drive, and Memphis Not done yet.
Much better.
Celtic crossing corner kick here in the 94th minute. Will it be Kisiedu or McFadden to take this? It will be off the right boot of McFadden, which means this could be an end swinger somewhere near the top of the 6-yard box. Memphis lines up about 14 yards off of the goal. Kisiedu at the top of the 6. Here's the end swinger. Headed on and just wide. And was that Bruno Lapa?
Yeah.
It looks like it was Bruno.
It's actually a decent chance, I think.
And I think the header originated outside the frame. It did, and it really only had one place to go.
Yeah.
And if you're outside the frame and you head it straight, it's going to be out for a goal kick.
It's a good chance, though.
Bluff City Mafia letting Trevor Spangenberg know they'd appreciate if he'd put the ball back in play, and he does so.
Yeah, he's going to get an earful down there for sure.
Even on a good day. There's a foul suffered on Emerson Hyman, and now Memphis is not allowed to restart because you have a Birmingham player that claims injury, and Memphis has now been denied their restart. And now we got Agadello bumping into Turchi. But hey, it's great strategy if you're Birmingham to have a player down, because you have an official, even though it's not a head injury, this referee has shown regardless, he's going to kill the play no matter what.
Yeah, this is...
So even if it's a legitimate leg injury, and now we've got a yellow card to either Stephen Glass or to Caleb Patterson-Sewell. At this point, I don't think it really matters. I think it might have been to Caleb Patterson-Sewell, the assistant sporting director.
Yeah.
But if I'm the Memphis coaching staff, I'm furious with this. I think you have to allow the quick restart, and now the referee has allowed Birmingham to set up defensively as they choose, and by the way, perhaps milk this clock and not allow as much stoppage time of actual action.
He's will he add it then? You know what I mean? And I don't think this is the rule though. Like if everyone, it's a head injury.
And now Stephen Glass may go in the book, or perhaps one of the other assistants will go in the books. Uh-oh, is this going to be a red? It's a red card.
Leandro, fitness coach.
Oh, Leandro Spinola, the head of sports science.
Yeah, fitness coach for the club.
Look, he's getting his money's worth, though.
Yeah, he got his money's worth there.
Okay, so now Birmingham, rather than Memphis get to break the lines, now Birmingham has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I counting correctly? 8 players back on their line. Advantage there to Birmingham by the referee. There's a header on. That's taken down by Enzo Martinez. It's quickly cleared, and that'll be out for a Memphis throw. Wow, that decision really impacted the flow of play here in stoppage time. We're into the 7th minute. How much will there actually be now? Martinez takes the ball down.
That took 2 minutes.
Dolly has done a great job of dispossessing, and now Memphis has to move quickly because you don't know how much added time remains.
Should be 2 minutes. This should go to 98.
Turchi unloads. Can Akeem Ward get there? He cannot, and then Spangenberg cleverly covers it up. The referee threatens for delay of game after he's just kicked out the head of sports science, given another yellow card. It's like, well, I'll give you one more chance. And it is cleared down long way, and that's going to be a push-off against Agadello. Memphis wants the quick restart. And then Birmingham, of course, delays again. Is this going to be on Memphis or Birmingham? It'll be on Agadello, it looks like, for delay of game. That's smart play. You slow the restart down if you're Birmingham.
Yeah. Handball.
Is that a handball? No, it's not a handball. They're going to call a foul on Rashawn Dolly.
That's incredible.
Oh, my.
I'll have to see that again, but I don't think my eyes have lied to me there. Unbelievable.
Listen, I know Beetlejuice is coming to town eventually, but we're watching the theater of this absurd right now.
Look at this.
With this.
Handball.
It's a handball. There's not even contact by Rashawn Daly.
Rashawn Daly doesn't even do anything.
Yeah. Absolutely absurd. And the match is now, is this the match?
Yep.
That's going to do it.
Poor.
And ending and officiating at the end, unbefitting of the quality that we saw in the first 90 minutes of the match, but it is what it is. Memphis 901 FC falls to Birmingham Legion. 2 quick second half goals at the beginning of the second stanza. That's the difference. We'll come back and wrap things up. It's Memphis 901 FC falling to Birmingham Legion 2-1. We'll be right back.
At Junk Luggers, our commitment to donating and recycling is a founding principle. We're a locally owned business striving to keep all reusable items out of landfills by 2025. While quality customer service, respectful team members, and competitive pricing are all industry standards, we stand out by donating and recycling whenever possible.
First South has the best rates in town on CDs and IRAs. Guaranteed. In fact, if your local bank has a better rate, we'll beat it. When you open a CD or IRA with us, you'll also be banking with one of the strongest institutions in the nation. Now is the time to invest in your future. Stop by any of our banking centers or visit firstsouth.com to get started and experience how we're leading the way with strength, stability, and service. First South Financial. Banking with friends since 1957.
Consumer investigator Andy Wise here. I'm talking with longtime customers about why they love the Shot Nurse. What do you love about the Shot Nurse?
Because of my work, I have to get a lot of vaccines for travel, and the Shot Nurse always has everything I need, and I don't need an appointment. I love it.
For efficient wellness and immunization services, the Shot Nurse is your wise choice.
Solutions you need with the personal touch. The Shot Nurse.
Bad Boy Mowers. Born here, raised here, tested here, and proven here. With advanced engineering and power, a groundbreaking 3-link suspension, and personalized settings built for here, the fields, front lawns, and backyards of America. Bad Boy. Mow with an attitude.
And we're back at AutoZone Park, and a controversial ending. It's Fast and Furious match, but controversial ending as some stoppages and then restarts, yellow cards, even a red card on the head of sports science for Memphis. All in a day's work, Memphis 901 FC drops this one 2-1 to Birmingham Legion, despite 62% possession. These numbers into crayon.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Legion got the goals. They had a period of probably 8 or 9 minutes. 38% of possession, then dropped in, looked for the counter. Memphis just couldn't find a way through, and that 6-7 minutes of madness eventually cost them.
Yeah, and that's going to do it from here. And Memphis, of course, they've punched their playoff ticket, but now they're going to have to fight to get that home field advantage. But they're going to have another opportunity very, very soon. That's coming up Saturday, October 7th. It's the final regular season home match. It'll be against El Paso Locomotive coming up 7 o'clock. We'll have it right here on ESPN Plus, so be here for it. For Enda Crayon and for our production team, who have been fantastic, Memphis 901 FC got out to the lead by a Rodrigo da Costa goal, his 15th of the season, but it wasn't enough, as 2 quick goals in the second half spell doom as Birmingham Legion win this one by a final score for full-time 2-1. That's it from AutoZone Park in Memphis. We'll see you next week, 7 o'clock, right here with USL Championship Soccer. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.